About to go through marking up my trades of the week, and I already have a couple going right now, so I'm probably not going to take too many. Anything I may explain the trades that I'm already in more so than anything. But I do see a nice setup with Euro NZD. Let's see. So we got the break of this support level right here, and it has now been consolidating. Came back and hit this. It's kind of bouncing off of it. And kind of have divergence going on as well. As of the daily time frame. So, all right, so we got some divergence going on. We got it breaking through a demand zone or support level right here, consolidated, then it finally came back and retested it, and we got these smaller setups right here. Let's see. So we're gonna wait for this one because there's no clear direction that the market wants to go down yet. Like, we're kind of getting small signs, but it's not very clear. So what I would want to see is, I want to see it break one of these levels. I either want to see it come below this right here, and come back and retest, and then we get to sell down. Or we could possibly see something like this. So either one of those is very possible. Right now, we're going to see. So we're going to wait and see how this market reacts in this level right here, because it's not set up for like a clear sale, even though we have the divergence and stuff like that. At least for the time frame that I want to take this trade, I do want to like swing trade, so I was going to swing this trade, but I'm waiting on everything to line up first. So until then, we're gonna let this thing rock. We're gonna let this one rock. Let's look deeper into it. See, that's what I'm still looking to see. This trade could still end up going up in reverse. Let's go to Gbp JPY, and this is a trade that I'm currently already in. So we have stronger divergence going on still in this trade. And then we have a point A to point B for a trend coming. Also got it retesting a previous resistance. So my trend line met up with my resistance at this level. That has now become a support level. So I have already entered this trade and I am in profit right now. We're just gonna wait and see how this trade turns out. But I feel like this can now buy up even more because we got the breakthrough right here of this level. So it broke through forcefully at this level right here. It came back and retested it with the trend going on as well. So we got a lot of potential for this trade on GBP JPY, and I am currently in that trade right now. I mean, nothing too much, very simple on why I took the trade. So we're going to see how it plays out. Euro USD, I'm still waiting for this setup as well. So as I was saying, this trade got a couple moves that it can make. So it either can go up even more and come through, break through and retest and sell down to this level, which is where I will be aiming to take this trade if it breaks through. Or it can go up, boom, come back down, and maybe retest here and go up, or here and then go up. So those are the three levels, or not three, but these are the levels that I got it coming down and retesting if it breaks through any of these structures. So I'm basically waiting on the structure break and retest with this one as well. So whichever one I get first and then get my confirmations to line up, that's what I want to take. And yeah, we're gonna take that trade. We're gonna take that trade for sure, because it lines up already. I'm just waiting for it to happen. So these are my markups for Euro USD. And then let's get into Gbp USD. So this one already made its move, and I actually ended up missing this trade. So I marked this up while I was doing a one-on-one session for one of my students in my course, and it ended up moving perfect, like exactly as I marked it up. So I'm gonna show you guys what I saw. All right, so you guys see that we have a support in a demand area down here, right? That's where these green lines are, and I have my green zone clarifying that I have a demand zone right here. So this is where the market was at when we first, let me circle. When we were doing the one-on-one session, this is where the market was at. Right here in this green circle. So I was anticipating this move right here, this exact move that it made, as you guys saw in the markup before. And I had two possible ways that the trade want to go. Either gonna come back and retest this zone, or was going to come back up and retest this trend and then go down. But this level was so strong because it came back and retested not only a second trend within the primary downtrend, it also had a second downtrend within that same trend. And this level right here, that was a support level. So this was a support level. Boom. Over here. Then we got the first breakthrough, and then it came back and retested this main trend. And then at that same support level, we had an order block on right here. We had the order block. So we had the order block, and then we had another breakthrough of that same support level where it came back down to the demand zone, rejected. And I figured it probably wasn't going to come all the way up here again. So I marked up this secondary trend within the same downtrend, and I felt like it was going to bounce off of this one more so than go all the way up here, which it did exactly that. And so all the way down for a number of $243 pips. So that would have been a nice 243 pip move right there. Ended up missing it, but it's all good. I don't see any setups right now that I really like I did with this one, but overall it was still a great trade. Nice to see that it played out to my analysis, and as a trader you can't ask for anything better than that. Even if you missed the trade, you can't ask for anything better than that, because it proves that you're on the right track. So here we have USD JPY, and about the same as GBP, but we have a different type of setup almost. So what I had here was the top of this uptrend, as you guys can see. So it was going up, but I marked it up going, or I marked this trend going by the swing highs of the uptrend. So ended up breaking the swing highs, and it kept going up and rejected off of this level right here, and came back down and retested this trend line. And this trend line also met at the EMA level, this blue line right here. So they were very close, and also we had divergence going on. So we had a strong divergence going on down here as well, because you guys see, mark it up, that this point to this point is going from low to high. But down here on my RSI stochastic, at the same exact points, it was going from high to low. So that shows me right there, like, this isn't adding up. This is a very strong level of divergence, and it came down to a strong buy zone. So I may have entered a little bit late, which is okay. I'm just going to go through this pullback and maximize my profits, because I still don't see it coming all the way down to my stop loss. And if it does, then so be it. But I may enter a trade. I may enter again at this level right here, because I feel like it may reject off of this level right here. And then, wrong thing. So if it does pull back, I feel like it's going to go like this and then shoot up. So that's my view of that trade. Going to be a minor pullback in it, and then it's going to shoot up because it is coming up to a resistance area. So it may reject off this level one more time and then break through the next time it goes up there. But we will see how that goes. Definitely going to keep my eye on it. Set an alert actually. Let's see. This will help me so I don't have to watch the market the whole time. Once my alert goes off, then I will know that the market is at that level. I come and look at it, see. Now, this trade right here is a great trade setup, which I'm actually about to enter. So, as you guys can see, we had a support level right here, kind of like an order block as well, but not really order block right here. But we got this trend from point A to point B, so we now have a downtrend confirming. Also, the lower low finally being created and a lower high finally being created, and the lower high was a retest of the previous support level over here. So I'm getting the rejection right now. We also have very strong divergence going on. We got the retest of the 200, or not 200. We got the retest of the 200 EMA. So that's great. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead enter this trade right now for USD CAD, because I really like this trade setup. GBP, JPY is in great profit right now. All right, so this is going to be my setup for this trade. So I'm gonna make my stop loss right outside of my trend and also the structure level, and I want to sell down to I'm gonna sell down to this zone, and then if I see that this have very strong momentum, then I'm gonna continue to sell down to here. So I'm gonna keep it at a 2-to-1 ratio for right now, and depending on how this trade is looking, then we're gonna scale this trade and continue to sell it down even more. So TP1 here. So let me go ahead and set my. All right, so we have now set the trade and we are already in profit right now. So that's great to see. But these are my trade setups of the week. Let's get to fundamentals, see if we may have some things lined up for us to push our trade even more later on this week. So, all right, so we have now made it to the news. Let's see what's coming up this week for the pairs that we do have trades set up in. So what we are watching is the US dollar, the euro, and the Great British Pound. So we're watching the US dollar, euro, Great British Pound, and also Japanese yen. Those are the currencies that we are watching. So Monday, nothing really is going on. Tuesday, Great British Pound. So we got the unemployment rate coming out for GBP, JPY, the Great British Pound. And depending on how that turns out, it could hurt that currency or turn it into a bullish market. So for Tuesday, let's go back to our setup. So we're going to look to GBP So we are in for a buy. So what we are looking for this currency is great news. We're looking for the unemployment rate to come out better than what they expected, which is 4.4. So as long as the unemployment rate is better than this percentage, that's going to be great news for the Great British Pound, and that's going to make our market bullish. So that's what we want to see. We have the US dollar in our red folder, so we do want to pay attention to this. So this is the change in total value of sales at the retail level, excluding automobiles. So with this, we're looking for great news to come out, so it could push up our trades that we are in for the US dollar, which is USD CAD and USD JPY. Also, import prices. That's going to be big too. So Tuesday is going to be a big day. As of our fundamental analysis, so government council member Skembry speaks, and this could be very big for our USD CAD trade. So let's say the USD news come out bad or the Canadian news come out good, then that's going to be great as well. But that's really what we want, because we're in that for a sale. So if we're going to swing this trade for a while, or even if it hit our TP before we even get that opportunity, then it wouldn't even matter in the first place. But let's say our trade do last all the way to Tuesday, and the US dollar news come out bad, and it hurts our economy. But the Canadian news come out good after he speaks, and they're expecting a boost to their economy, or they reveal something that gives them a boost to their economy, then that'll be great for our USD CAD trade. So that's what we are expecting to see. And that all that will go on early in the morning. So and then we have the Japanese yen, which I think we are in for us trade. Yeah, so USD JPY. We are in the trade for that. All right, so the CPI for the Canadian, change in the price of goods and services purchased by consumers. So this is very, very big. This will be very, very big for us to watch as well, to see how that news comes out and how it will affect their economy. So that will be Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. is when all that will go on. So yeah, we definitely want to pay attention to that. And we have all of these people speaking as well. So that could definitely is going to play part into our economy. Let's see about Thursday. So we have unemployment claims. And what I like about Forex Factor is they tell you if it's good for the currency or not. Like, that's really great. And they also talk about the frequency that this goes on. why traders care. Like Forex Factory, if you do not understand something and you're trying to learn about it, all you would do is come over here, click on this folder where it says open detail, and they'll tell you all about it. So that's another reason I really like Forex Factory. But let's go back to USD JPY, because I did see something as I was looking at this market. So what I saw was an order block right here on the 1 hour time frame. So if this trade pulls back, it's definitely going to pull back to this area right here where we had the order block, basically where my green line is. So that's what I'm looking for to bounce off of. Like I said earlier, I did maybe enter this trade a little bit too late, which is fine, but it's nothing that's going to hurt us because I still feel like we are good. Like this trade is ultimately going to go up or buy up overall. So I'm still very confident about this trade. But if it pulls back all the way, it's definitely going to pull back to this level right here. So that's what I'm looking to re-enter this trade at. And once we get that re-entry, I would definitely let you guys know. Ain't no telling which day it's going to happen. No telling which day it's going to happen. But all we can do is keep our eyes open. And what I may do, I may end up canceling my trade that I'm in right now and just wait for that pullback. So I already see the opportunity to not only cut a loss short, so therefore I do not have to worry about my margin level being affected, but I also see an even better opportunity to enter this trade and ultimately catch more pips overall. So this is how this trade will look. And I could set my TP1 to the previous high because we already see that it has broken this high level. So we already have a higher high. Now we're waiting for a higher low, which I'm pretty sure is going to be at this level. And once it hits that point, then we're going to be good to go. But I'm going to set my TP1. I'm going to set my TP1 here. And then if I want to swing trade, then I'm going to go all the way up to my previous TP or my original TP, which is up even more, which is here. So that's going to be my goal for this setup, and I will let you guys know once I enter that. But that's definitely what I see happening here, and that's even a better opportunity or a better setup than what I previously had at first, because what I had at first would have been great, but I missed this original buy candle. So since I missed out on that opportunity, my next opportunity is to enter right here. That's my next opportunity. So we're going to wait for that opportunity to come, and then we're going to enter right at that level. But that's going to be it as of my trade setups of the week, and I will let you guys know how they turn out at the end of the week, and we could go over them together, whether they're a win or a loss. We'll go over them and figure out why they played out the way they did and how to adjust next time if they do turn out to be a lesson. If they turn out to be a win, then we're going to add it to our list of wins so we can study it and see what type of setup that we need to take more often. So I will see you guys next week, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.